Number one show at late night, you know what it is. Nothing but illustrious guests, and tonight we have a returning illustrious guest.
That is absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? He always brings the energy no matter what the situation. He plays Sergeant Terry Jeffers in the series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's getting some of that Marvel shmoney.
That's right, he's in Deadpool out this Friday.
Right now, it's Friday, you know what I'm saying?
Show some love to the big homie, Terry Crews, come to the table.
I'm sorry.
I forgot.
Calm down. Calm down.
Come on in.
Oh.
I need
Oh, shit.
Guys.
Yo, we got Terry Crews stunt double.
You got two Terry Crews. Two Terry Crews for the table. And Ice. Thank you.
Oh, man. I'm looking kind of weak right now.
We keep a backup Terry Crews just in case.
I look better than that.
Terry, welcome back to the show. How's it going?
Yeah, it's so good to be here, man. You know, ever since y'all clowned me last time.
Yeah, so we're off the rip.
I'm going to call it
I apologize.
My Dr. Phil appearance. Dude, it was the funniest. No apology. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Thank you for being able to take
frame
a joke.
of my face, the whole deal. I mean, it's real. You know what? This is the deal. To be in comedy, the whole deal, the more serious it gets, actually, the more funnier things are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I love the way you guys handle the comedy. I'm all good. It's one of my favorite things to see.
Thank you, man. I mean,
It's all good.
As a married man, I felt you, you know?
Yeah, no, everybody out there felt that uncomfortable feeling. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get boring.
I was just uncomfortable because I was like, yo, Terry Crews gonna fuck us up.
No, yeah.
That was my uncomfortable.
That's the thing. I tell. My deal is, when I was a kid, the whole thing is never ask questions. I mean, the whole deal is sit down and shut up. And it's funny because even with our culture, it's been that way about not telling, don't say nothing, don't embarrass your family, don't embarrass it. But you know what? The thing I realized is that we do need to start talking.
Transparency.
We do need to start saying what our issues are because what happens is when it's all messed up and you standing in the rubble and there's people dead, you're like, maybe we should have said something
before this shit happened.
You understand what I mean? And that's all. I said, you know what? I'll be that sacrificial lamb. I'll be that guy that goes out there and just tells the truth.
Yeah.
And then, figure it out. Because, my wife loves me. I got my family. I don't need nothing else. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want to inspire the other cats that feel like, man, I want to say stuff too, and if he can say it, then I can say it. That's all. You know what I mean? Because we can go there with comedy, we can go there with this, but I say at the same time, let's just make this thing real. Like, if the whole thing is keep it real, let's really get real.
Right.
Okay.
And comedy is a good avenue to get into that type of stuff because some of that stuff is uncomfortable to just talk about straight up.
Oh, no. See, what comedy does, it opens up a portal in your brain that allows you to receive truth. Because if somebody just told you something like blah, 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 you're like, oh man, what is he talking about? But when Chris Rock said it in a joke, it was like, oh my God, I saw that like a whole different way. You know what I mean? And that's weird because it's the way you can actually identify and empathize with people. It's only through comedy. Because anything else, everybody just finds, you dig your trenches even harder. And one guy's against you Republican, pow, you Democrat, pow. And everybody's just shooting at each other. But if you can comedically make it happen, everybody starts to calm down.
They laughing.
You know what I mean?
Like,
They laughing.
You guys had a...
Am I preaching? I take over.
Go ahead.
Okay, good.
Go ahead.
You're not Tracy Morgan level yet.
Thank you.
Tracy,
You had a week.
baby.
You guys...
Man, Tracy, he ain't been out in a while. You know what I mean?
Tracy had... That was an interview. We was just sitting there like, wow.
Oh my God, he got stories for days.
That's Tracy. You gotta let Tracy cook.
Yeah.
All right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine has had a week. You guys have had a week.
Bruh.
What was it like when did you get a phone call that it was canceled? Or
Listen.
You went on Twitter, was like,
Did y'all hit syndication?
No. Well, this is the good thing. First of all, we had already done 5 seasons. We've done 112 episodes.
Syndication.
So we're in syndication. They syndicate us on TBS. That's Tracy Morgan's network. So they play us right before him. But the thing was, we were already comfortable with a 6th season. We already knew it was gonna be all good. Fox was gonna pick us up, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I'm doing a $100,000 pyramid with Mike Strand, me and Andre Brower. 5 minutes before we go on, I get an email. Your show's canceled. I was like,
Bruh.
dude, you gotta understand, I'm about to go on stage. Like, we about to go and be funny and happy. I was like, like my face was froze. I was like, oh my! I was in that little Spike Lee where you started walking.
With the tracker shot? And we're just walking back, like Malcolm X?
Malcolm next? I was like,
How you doing, brother? Like,
oh man, yeah, I know. I was like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be. Dude, you gotta understand. I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I was thinking like, my kids ain't, they don't need to go to college. They don't need to worry about it. They ain't that smart.
They can play ball. They can play ball or something, right? Like,
right, you know what I mean?
You just start throwing every ball at them and shit.
Community college is good. Yeah, community college is good. I tried. I was like, man, okay, I gotta move. I gotta do this, And I was like, because you start to wonder what's gonna happen to your life. Are you gonna end up working in New York? Or you have to move out of the house you in? Are you gonna have to, now you got to get with a whole new crew because you got to get on another show. Because I was not gonna wait.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Terry Crews gonna work. And they were like, well, maybe if they wait a year, we can come back. I was like, ain't no waiting. Ain't no waiting, Terry Crews.
Wait a year?
I'm going.
I'm working.
I said I'm gone. But when it was over, dude, because you're in mourning. Every show is like a human being, dude. Everything. Let me tell you, when this ends, y'all gonna be like, wow, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, man, because it's like a person died, like your favorite uncle's gone. And it's like somebody called me, but I had to do the show. So we're sitting there like, oh, hey, and I'm doing the game show. And what happened is, one thing men do, we can compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. This is how you get things done in war. You get things done when really bad things are happening. You shut off a part of your brain and you go in. So I did the show better than I would have done any other time.
Right.
Because I was focused to not think about my show going and do a $100,000 pyramid. I ended up in the winner's circle, bro. And then and what was happening when the show was over, I was like, oh
shit.
my. I went back, it's over.
Chelsea, how you doing?
Dude, we all on a WhatsApp. We got a WhatsApp link where the whole cast is on it. And we was like, man, look, if I never see you guys again, just please know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. And because you may not ever work with these people. It's like the death of a family member. And it was the saddest thing. There were tears, I ain't gonna lie. People were actually crying, and it was just like, because we never expected it. It's like, it's different when you know it's coming.
Right.
So, but then I turn on I get on a laptop, and I'm just going on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm like, the world starts flipping out.
Yeah, people
Because
tight.
the news started coming, and all of a sudden, everybody's like, what the hell? No. Look, Mark Hamill, Guillermo del Toro, Lin-Manuel Miranda went off. Everybody was like, you can't cancel this show. Dude, it was #1 trending worldwide for hours. And then I thought, well, at least, it's good that the world is noticing. I was like, they love us, and that's good, because if we don't come back, that's great. So we had rumors of Hulu, we had rumors of Netflix, and then they both passed. Now you got to talk about, I'm not talking days, I'm talking a matter of hours.
Yeah, it happened so fast.
It was like minutes going by. We're like, we gonna get picked up? And they were like, nope. And dude, I was like, it's over. I went to bed. I got up at like 3 in the morning. I'm on New York time because I'm still here. I just done the show. I got up about 3 in the morning, man. My phone is glowing. I'm like, what is going on, man? I picked this thing up. Do you understand? Like, when I tell you, when it said NBC picked us up, it was like, first of all, your favorite uncle, they told you he died in a car accident, and he walks in the door.
He's like, hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, boy?
I was there like, oh! I literally screamed in my hotel room, like, oh my, who gets this?
Yes.
30 hours after Fox totally canceled us, we picked up by NBC, a better, bigger network. And they like, man, come on in here.
Fox, how you feel?
Listen.
How you feel? Feel tight.
Listen.
Fox on Facebook like, damn.
This is for real.
I missed out. Why do you think the show resonates with people like that?
You know what? Because it looks like, what the real world looks like. That's the thing, man. I'll be real. The whole Friends New York, that don't exist.
That shit.
I was like, oh my God, there's no
Black people, no Spanish people.
No black people, no Hispanics, there's nobody, no Puerto Ricans, nobody. And we represent what the world really looks like. You know what I mean? Gay, straight, female, male. Just everybody is represented, and it's not made a big deal about it. It's like you going to work, doing your thing.
You're just all people, regular people doing our job.
And it's funny, dude. And it's funny, and what I just appreciate is that love was so for real. Like, I'm gonna tell you, the whole Nielsen rating stuff, that's always been a lie. You know what I mean? What they do is they take like 3 people out of 200 and say, oh, that's what you're watching. You know what I mean? And you're like, man, I wasn't watching that.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
And you know what I'm saying.
Because I was a Nielsen, I had a Nielsen crib. Some dude came in when I had 2 roommates and was like, hey, I'll give you $100 and these cookies if you let me put this box on your TV.
Put it out there.
And I was like, put that shit on there right now, bro.
Yeah,
Put it on
yeah.
cookies. So according to Nielsen, motherfuckers was watching BronxNet, you know what I'm saying, like all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not, I don't feel like that's accurate
But
anymore.
it wasn't accurate. But
Right.
see, the internet, this is what the equal, you know what it's like SoundScan. SoundScan, I mean, listen, I was in the days where Solid Gold was a thing, and they were like, Christopher Cross, Sailing is the #1 album in the world. And then SoundScan hit, and NWA was the #1 record in the country the next week. You ain't telling me it was like flip like that.
Right.
But what happened is the numbers got accurate. And when we got canceled and the internet went off, everybody saw what was really happening. People really watching this show.
Yeah.
And it felt so good. Because you can't make that happen. I can't make this thing work. When they said we want it, NBC was down. It was good.
Shout out to NBC.
Last time I felt that good is when my wife let me back in the house.
Hey.
I was there.
Hey.
Baby.
Are we back? Are we back?
Well, baby, let me get
Jumping in the house like that is back in here.
I brushed the toilet like this is my toilet.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is my toilet. Look at my walls. I got walls.
Baby, we are NBC. You know what NBC stand for, baby? Nothing but checks.
Number big old check.
Oh, man.
Baby.
Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Deadpool 2.
You out here, bro.
Bro,
That's-
dude, come on now.
How excited are you for that?
Come on, dude.
So you already know that's going to be
It's gonna be huge.
what was that, $5 billion opening weekend?
Huge. Dude, and wait, man. Think about this too. I mean, I look at Ryan Reynolds and what he did with this whole franchise. You know, there's very few people who can be like, man, nobody can, you can replace certain characters, but you cannot replace that dude. Just like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, he's irreplaceable.
Yeah,
And the same
you
thing
can't
with
just
Ryan.
throw Daniel Day-Lewis in there.
Right,
Yeah, nah.
And one thing I love is because, I love comedy and I love action, and that mix of the two is just perfect. So when Ryan called me, it was so beautiful because there was so much respect there. Because he's a fan of what I do and the whole thing. He was like, you are perfect for this franchise. Because, I've been trying to, what's so wild is everybody's wondering, like, why wasn't Terry Crews in any superhero movie before?
Why wasn't he in Black Panther?
Right, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where there's a lot of different things going on. They would say, because this is another thing too. There's only a few black superheroes that were in each universe. So for me, I was like, we need to just make somebody new.
Yeah.
I don't really want, because back in the day, it was all Whitewash Jones and Slip Pickett, and he was the backup, like, you gonna fly through the air, sir? You know what I mean? That's what it really was. When you go back to the comic books and you see how racist it was, it will shock you. It's wild, it blows your mind. And so there were years where there was just nothing. It was just nobody. Everybody was white, everybody was pretty, all that, and we weren't really represented at all. And now, with Black Panther, people started to recognize, wait a minute, even Marvel's like, and I'll be honest, Marvel has done the best job with recognizing this, trying to correct this thing that was wrong for so long. You know what I mean? Right. And now, me being this kind of character in a movie this big, I'm telling you, it's on Black Panther level. Wakanda forever, y'all. Wakanda forever. That's what I'm doing. Look at that. Look at that. That's sexy.
Oh, shit.
The action figures and the
Bedlam.
Let's go.
Actually, they dug in and found a character, and this is what I love. This is what I love about the character is that he can manipulate these like electromagnetic energy. He can give you a headache, and he can do all this, kind of mess with all this stuff. But the superpower really ain't that good.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He ain't gonna stop training. He might short circuit Iron Man's outfit, but the way Deadpool is, we all want to be X-Men, but we ain't that good. You know what I mean? So now we grassrooting this thing. You know what I mean? It's real humble. We got one guy throws up acid. One guy's invisible. One guy just answered the ad. You know what I mean?
They got the sea-level powers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But now we just got to make do on our wits and with the way we work. And I love the way they work it, man. You gonna be shocked at how great this movie is.
I love the Deadpool franchise because it doesn't take itself so seriously.
At all.
Yeah.
It breaks that fourth
Very
wall.
light.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Talks
they break
about the
fourth wall all
writing
time.
right in the
shit. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Talks about the DC universe right in the mix.
Right.
All the stuff you've been thinking, he'll say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's always one step ahead of you. See, that's the thing about Ryan, the way he wrote it. Because the fanboys are tough, man. We was up there doing that movie. Let me tell you, the hardest part is keeping a secret that I was in it.
Yeah.
I had this, man, for months. I was just couldn't tell nobody. It was for all my kids.
How do you keep that secret? Like, you just left the house and you couldn't tell anyone?
I didn't tell anybody anything. I didn't tell. I was gone, and I just came back the other way. I was out. I literally could not tell because I was that nervous that
It'll
that
leak
people
or
would
something
find out.
from
And then
that,
when it
yeah.
started coming out, people were like, wait, that's Terry Crews in that thing. I wouldn't even retweet it. I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Just in case, and now it's all out. They put me
Now
on the
it's all out.
poster, and I was like,
Oh shit!
it's good, it's good.
Give us a spoiler right
They
now.
hype.
Give us a spoiler.
The movie about to make $500 million.
Hey!
Spoiled. See, because you already knew that.
You already knew that.
You're gonna find out on Monday. Oh, it did make $500 million.
Oh, man.
Yo, now that you're part of the Marvel Universe, though, like, what's the next? Is there a Bedlam spinoff coming?
Yeah, well, there's talk of X-Force movie kind of spin-off. There's talk of other things, man, and I'm wide open. Look, I got to keep the secrets.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, I'm open for everything. There is no end.
I feel like they can't lose, bro.
no,
Like,
dude.
They could just start using like tertiary characters at this point. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. What I think and I love is the fact that now they really have to start creating new guys. You really need more Indian superheroes.
Yeah.
You need more Hispanic superheroes. You need more black ones, Asian ones. We need to actually open this world up because this is the deal. For the longest time, they always felt like if they open it up, it's going to be their demise.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, then they won't want Superman. I'm like, but that doesn't work that way. If you create more female superheroes, what you've done is double your audience. What you've done is triple your audience.
Right.
And I think Black Panther has shown that more than any other thing. They're like, wait a minute, we can make $1 billion more.
Right.
People
You know what
want
I
to
mean?
see themselves on screen.
It's room, and you got a whole continent of new customers.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I mean? So there is no, people are figuring out that inclusion means money. And money runs this thing. That's how we talking about it.
Money talks, you already know. I mean, I know this is a movie that you're really proud of, you know what I'm saying? Your role as my man right here in Puff Puff Pass.
Yes, Cool Crush Ice Killer.
Cool Crush Ice Killer.
That was one of my favorites, dog.
You had bars.
I had bars, man. It was like a Cool Crush Ice Killer. Rock the mic like the thriller in Manila. The pain dealer. The deal sealer.
Would you-
Hit in your throat.
Who'd
make
you model
blood
your flow
go
after?
spiller.
Who'd you model your floor after?
You know, it was a little DOS effects.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what I mean? You know, little DOS effects and a mix of a whole bunch of cats early 90s that didn't make it.
Yeah.
So they can't be like, yo, he bit my flow.
Right. There was a
That's it.
bunch of them 90s cats that was like, I don't remember my man.
I don't remember. Fuck it. I'm gonna just keep making my sandwiches over here. Jimmy John's like, fuck it.
Yes.
Was that just off the dome, that little rhyme right there?
All of it. I
Yeah?
mean, when we was doing the movie, it was wild. It was, we just kept making new stuff up and doing our thing. It was, like I said, it had to be the worst stuff possible.
Right.
So it wasn't no thing, man. It's one of my favorite characters because he was trying to really study up on how it is. And he was trying to get over his fear of dogs. You know what I mean? He was going Tim Robbins this thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make it through these steps, 7 steps to a rapping.
To rapping.
All right, so you got Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you got Deadpool 2. Where were you, like, how will you find time to work?
Oh,
Your
man.
schedule is, we're just working on
Listen, man,
constantly?
but first of all, when you get rid of an addiction to pornography, you got a lot of time left.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, man, when the porn is gone, I'm like, damn, I got 4 hours.
What are we doing for fun?
I go do Deadpool. You know what I mean? I was like, man, boy, this is like, I mean, design some furniture. I'm gonna design
Fuck
some
it,
furniture
fuck
right
it,
now.
bro. I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go do Sorry to Bother You. We got that movie coming out. Okay,
know what
let's
I'm saying?
Dude, I had no idea how productive you could be because you have no idea how much time you're wasting. If you ever go in a movie or a TV show and you see, like, you know, they're all about these bars, like Cheers and whatever. You know how much time they spend in a bar? They go after work and they sitting there and then they go home at night. You're like, You could have a whole business. You could have a whole thing, and you can spend that much time in a bar drinking, or you can make up a new business, do something that just changes your life. And for me, you get rid of these addictions, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Sam Jackson is one of the best examples ever because he will tell you he was addicted to drugs. He had a big drug problem. When he got rid of it, he became the most productive actor of our generation. Yeah. He's in every major franchise from Star Wars to Jurassic Park because he was like, what am I gonna do? I ain't doing drugs no more. Might as well go do another movie.
Gotta fill my time with some.
And he gets like 9 holes of golf in the middle of that. You know what I mean? So I'm not to tell his story, but that's because I admire him.
Not 9 holes. 9 motherfucking holes.
No.
9 motherfucking holes, a motherfucking golf.
That's it.
Motherfucker.
That's total Sam. You know, but Sam has been my hero. He's been a legend to follow. I mean, he's one of those cats that, you know, he lets me know you always gotta be productive. It's about the next thing. He never stops working.
I've seen him and stuff that I'm like, you know when you're just scrolling through Netflix, like looking for some random, like, and I see them in like
with a new wig on.
Yeah, you know like, yo, bro.
He like, you don't know. Sam got a mohawk in his
What the fuck, bro? He did an independent Canadian film in Oak Ridge.
I saw him on Sesame Street. That's all. Like, no, he did it.
Today he's sponsored by the motherfucking leather M.
I'm like, oh shit.
Aggressive for kids. Terry, what would you like your second rainbow to say?
Wow, my second rainbow is going to say, the height of your success is equal to the depth of your gratitude.
Wow.
What?
Spiritual right there. That's scripture.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Don't hit the table too hard, cause you might break this shit.
I love you guys, man.
He said he was gonna fuck us up, but he fucked up our mind.
Wow. Get him psychologically.
Terry Crews, y'all.
You're watching the Desus and Mero YouTube channel, stupid.
Click to watch more videos and clips.
Subscribe, please, please, please.
Click and comment.